Hello, YouTube modeling community. My name's Rick Wyckoff, aka Rusty Rotor. Uh, a lot of you already know me, probably never seen me, but you know me. And for all you that don't, I am 56 years old. I've been building model cars since I was 8 years old. Took a long break, been back in it for about 5 years now. Thought I'd give a little talk and then a quick go around of the room, kind of describe what this channel is going to be about. We'll knock that out first. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 videos a week, maybe more. Everything else is pretty much covered by all you other great guys out there doing it. So that's pretty much just going to be my work, friends, some model shows, and then kind of recapping older builds that I've done. And then we'll go from there. And anything you guys suggest you want to see or want me to do, I'll take that under gentle review, and we'll see how that goes. So let me turn this camera around, and we'll start this tour real quick, and then we'll discuss some more stuff. All right, there we go. This is my main bench. I do about 90% of my builds here. As you can see, all my paints, tools, etc. This is a build that we'll be doing on this channel. I'll get into that on another video, breaking it down and some reference pictures I have. Keep going around. This is where I got my laptop, printer, upper shelf here is where I do all my photo booth work. Kind of bring it up and around. That is my build board. I don't know if any of you guys use them. It just kind of helps me keep track of each build that I'm working on, because I'm usually working on between 3 and 4 of them at a time, which gets hectic on its own without keeping track of what you're doing. That kind of tells who the build's for, or what show the build is for, parts that I need, parts I've gotten, where I stand at it. Once I've got all the parts collected, I give it a check. Where my progress is, that changes all the time. Kind of reiterate to myself where I'm at as far as final touches have been done, and then the total build hours, and then the date I finished it. And I do that for all my builds. I've got some smaller boards back here that I kind of keep handy. That way I can transfer that information up to the big one. Fire extinguisher, never know. Better safe than sorry. Little speaker. And before we get to that big yellow box, this is where I keep all my aftermarket parts that I buy from just great vendors. Two top notch is Ryan Jones at Z-Force Model Works. Great guy to work with. Speedy, quick delivery. He just doesn't make you something and ship it to you. He takes you through the whole process. Steve Zimmerman, he's only on Facebook, but he produces a great wheel. Can't speak enough about both those gentlemen. Joel at Iceman Collections, great work, good guy, great delivery, doesn't make you wait around. And of course, all the other stuff everybody else uses. But I kind of stock up on everything per what build I'm doing. So most everything you see up there is specific for a certain build. Other stuff I like flocking, I buy in bulk, so I buy a big amount and it lasts years. All my metal stock, styrene tubes, etc. kept over there. All my storage and a couple builds. This is where I keep all my parts, extra parts from kits, go to a show, I buy boxes of spare parts just to keep. These, since I've moved into this room, have not been filled yet, but they got to be, because I've got boxes and boxes of parts that need to be put away. More supplies, 2 more build areas, another build that we'll get into later, but gives me options of working on multiple projects. A DIY downdraft table. If you don't know what that is, it basically, when you turn it on, it pulls all the air from the room through a strong motor and through a filtration system that I built, and it travels down to a collector box, which is filtrated, and then puts the air back out into the room. Sorry for that noise. But that's where I do all my grinding, sanding, polishing, blah, blah, blah. So that way it keeps the mess there. I also use it prior to any painting. I turn it on for an hour or 2. It helps pull the air out of the room, kind of filter it, get any dust that's flying in the air. And we'll move around here. There's another build that is about 95% complete. We'll get into that one. My DIY spray booth. I kind of used an old, one of those portable spray booths. Mastercraft, I think, makes it. And then just built a 2x2 box. Reflective tape up on top. More lighting. I needed a bigger workspace for painting. I do have an additional motor that'll go on the left side where you see all that paint splattered on the side there. It'll go on there, and then it'll tee into the main ductwork, so it'll side draft and back draft at the same time, or one or the other. There's a completed build. We really won't get into that one. It was about a year and a half long process. It's for my brother-in-law. It's the whole Clydesdale team for Budweiser. Get up on that a little bit more. All those horses were hand painted. All the detail hand painted. Added gravel to the base. Driver and dog are all hand painted. And this is where I keep all my paints. The ones underneath the horses are where I get from where I work at. It's the dealership, so I'm lucky we got a paint shop. So those are all lacquers. And then all my Createx colors, my Tropical Glitz colors, which are lacquer. And then I also use Splash, Gravity, several others. And then the rest of them are all stored down here. Mini fridge, you gotta have a mini fridge. And all the great stickers from you guys. And I do like to trade. I don't have stickers. I do have shop cards. So leave a comment down below that you'd like one, and I'll figure out how to put in there my email, so you guys can email me, and we can trade shop cards. If you have a sticker, I'd love to have it. Put it there. As you can see, I put all the shop cards that I get and I've traded all up around the wall. Anywhere I can put it, I put them. And then we get to the stash. And it starts kind of here. These are all unbuilt kits. I do hoard a little bit. I'm not just a builder. I do like to collect. I don't have specific models that I like. I like all of them. Chevy, Ford, Mopar. I lean more towards Ford and Mopar, but I do like Chevy too. And then come down underneath the desk here. That's all JDM. And then there's the box for the Budweiser team. I think I have, I don't know, 300 or 400 models in all. And this is my storage containers. I keep all my bare metal foil, decals, aftermarket decals, and then all my detailing stuff. Wire, string, fabric, all my tapes, uh, so on and so forth. Got any questions on that, I can break that out in another video. This is my main storage box. I keep all my just crap in. For my lowriders, which I have not built any yet, but to do the interiors, extra filters, just all my Tamiya aerosol cans, which I usually decant them. I don't spray out of a rattle can too much anymore. Just crap. More crap in there. A mirror to be cut up to use to take to shows. And we kind of come around here. This is the man cave part. You can kind of see, yes, I still play with cars. I collect new vintage, repop, and old vintage. Car parts for display all around the room. That is a 65-inch flat screen, so it gives you any indication of the size of the room. The room is 20 feet wide, or left to right, and then 12 feet from front to back. I'm thinking about extending part of that room because I kind of goofed when I measured everything, and I need a little more space for what I actually want to do. But gives you an idea. Also some vintage antique toys. I kind of like all that crap. I'm not specific. I'm not just model cars, even though that's pretty much what I build. But when I do commission work, it's what the customer wants, so that's what I build. More stuff, more signs up high. And they kind of go all the way around the room. It'll make you dizzy with this camera. But I have complete surround sound. I think there's like 4 or 5 video game consoles hooked to that TV. I'm not a huge gamer, but I do dabble in some games. Mainly racing games, war games, etc. Kind of give you an overall view. And get my gimpy butt back here to my chair. Oh, sorry for all the shakiness. So, that's kind of the tour. I built this room out here in the garage. I was in the family room, and then my wife worked from home, like a lot of y'all's wives or yourselves. So, she needed a dedicated space, so we moved it all out here. It took me about 3 months, like I said, to build this. I love it. I've got a loving, supporting wife. My kids are all grown. I have grandchildren. They all love it. They all love to come in here. All the family does. Now, specifics on what I like to build myself. I like the trucks slammed. Cars, I love vintage hot rods. I love pro stock, pro street. Pro touring is my number one thing. I like to take all 3 of those and kind of combine them together. Old school body, new school technology as far as the engines, drivetrains, suspensions. But I like to build box stock too. It's a great way to get out of the monotony of the stuff that I build, because like I said, some of these things take me 6 months to a year to build and have anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 man hours in just building it. And that kind of burns you out pretty quick. So it's nice to just open a box, paint it, polish it out, and have it complete in less than a month. And when I was a kid, I'd pump them out 1 or 2 a week, and I don't even want to look at those and see what they look like, because they were horrible. Probably, I know they were horrible. So again, any questions? I'm new to this, so forgive me for all my faults here, but got to start somewhere. and I figured this would be a good place to start. The name of the channel is Rusty Rotors Model Car Garage. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook too, under my name, but I don't do a lot of Facebook. Just over the years, I've grown not to like it. I love Instagram. It's a great platform, but you can only go so far with it. And old Fred Henry, Pappy, Big Will, Jeff. I mean, I could start rattling off a bunch of names. All have told me, you need to go to YouTube. You need to go to YouTube. Jason over there at Blue Ox. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you I'd like to get to know. So here I am, for better or for worse. Like I said, any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll look at all of them all the time, answer them. Negativity, I don't deal with. I'm a grown man. I don't put up with all the crap. This is free. If you like it or you don't. If you don't, just move on. That's how I do it. I go through videos. If there's something I don't like, I don't follow them. I move on to somebody else. Positivity is great. Positivity is what gets younger kids involved in this hobby. Being willing to help somebody, show them something, kindly show them where they're making a mistake, show them how to correct it, let them make their mistakes, because that's how you learn. And I still learn every day. A lot of people consider me to be a pro builder. That's a big word. I'm just a builder. I build what I like. I hope you like it too. Just let me know. Like I said, I'm here for better or for worse. Can only get better. Sky's the limit. So leave your comments. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And we'll see you on the next video.